in front, and the puck cleared away with Vernon on the bench, and the 1986 Stanley Cup champions for the 23rd time, the Montreal Canadiens, congratulating 20-year-old Patrick Roy, the MVP of the playoffs, the Conn Smythe Trophy winner. Montreal Canadiens are the 1986 Stanley Cup champions.
Good times for this city. The Canadiens, champions, Stanley Cup champions in 1986. Good times indeed. Now, how much would you pay for a Stanley Cup ring from that season? Now, Petr Svoboda spent 8 years with the Montreal Canadiens, won his only Stanley Cup with the Bleu Blanc Rouge, and the former Habs defenseman is now selling his Stanley Cup ring for a good cause. It's our pleasure to welcome Petr Svoboda into our studios here on the corner of Papineau and René Lévesque. Peter, welcome to our studios. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
You started playing hockey, you were 18 years old, 1984, correct?
Yes.
So you're 20 years old and you win a Stanley Cup. What are you thinking at the start of your NHL career that you already got a ring on your finger?
Well, you feel like it's a cliche, but you feel like it's going to happen every year after that. But unfortunately, it did not. I went back to the finals twice after that, but we came up short. So it was one and only. So
and listen, you still have ties to Montreal. You spend like 3 or 4 months here now?
I do. Last 2-3 years, I've been coming back for about 3 to 4 months because I've really enjoyed the city. It's I would say after the journey that I had since '84, leaving Czech Republic, I feel like Montreal is my second home or my home, really, because the youth years and the growing up come to be an older individual. We're here in Montreal, so I've got a huge amount of great memories and friends. So
what do you remember most of the playing days here in Montreal? And of course, obviously there's no other city like Montreal when it comes to playing hockey, but what do you remember from the 8 years you spent on the ice at the Forum?
Well, it's incredible. I was extremely lucky to come in the era where you had Serge Savard as a GM, Jacques Lemaire as a coach, Bob Gainey as a captain, Larry Robinson as my partner and everything else. And he basically, as an 18-year-old, you're coming into this dressing room and the mega city of hockey, and you just are fully awake on a daily basis. So it was a great learning experience, and I was extremely, extremely lucky to have incredible people around me.
What's life like for you now? How do you fill up your days nowadays?
Oh, I'm busy. I've been busy. When I retired in 2001, I started my sports agency immediately a year afterwards. Then I got involved in the Swiss hockey. We bought a team and a multifunctional arena, which I sold out of the project about a year and a half ago. And last year and a half, I allowed myself finally to relax a little bit and try to work on my golf game, which is still not very good. So
I love that. And as someone that has had to work on their golf game the last couple of years, I totally understand what you're saying there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the ring. Okay. Mm-hmm. So this is a rarity, and having worked in sports myself, I know how important those rings are for a lot of athletes. Some would say that's the reason they compete, is to get that ring. So why are you giving yours up?
I don't think it's giving up. I think it's putting it in the right place in the right hands. I'm one of those people that the memories I lived through, I remember them. And I'm not one of those guys that he will put a lot of jewelry on my hands and all that stuff. So when I've moved a couple of times since I retired, and I felt like I was always protecting some memorabilia that I had. And then I come into conclusion that when I met the people from Maison La Passerelle, that's something that this region where I really got huge help when I came in here in '84 as a young man, and people done so much for me. They didn't have to do it, you know what I mean? So for me, it was a no-brainer, and I felt like the ring will serve someone who likes memorabilia better.
So let's talk about Maison La Passerelle, right? Because the ring is going to be sold, but you're not getting the money. Maison La Passerelle is going to get the money. So what do they do? Tell our listeners more about Maison La Passerelle.
Well, they've been in business. Emily, who's been in charge of the program for I think last 15 years, and now they move into the second new facilities in Sutton. Where they're gonna be nursing about, I would say, between 20 to 25 ladies that are in need of help. And now, like, I'm not totally involved, but I think the government was slashing a bit for the addiction funding. So I've heard the story, I saw what they were doing, and it really was a no-brainer for me to come up with something. And the ring is just the beginning. I think I want to stay and help and be involved, not on a daily basis, but help them to succeed and create another place that really is in need and help a lot of young ladies or ladies in general.
So you're almost coming full circle with Montreal, right? Starting your NHL career here, and now it seems like at this stage in your life, you want to spend more time in Montreal.
I do enjoy Montreal. Like, you never know where it's going to lead. Like I said, I've been extremely busy right after my career. So for the first time, I give myself some time off. But I'm not one of those people who cannot do anything. So, like, this is something that is really a passion of mine because we all get affected. Like, people don't realize how many people get affected by addiction and a lot of these things. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's still a stigma a little bit, but we need to be in front of it and just help when we can.
Would it be fair to say that you're not someone who's attached to things? Like a ring? Like, some people would be very attached to that and not want to let it go. Are you someone that's different when it comes to owning and possessing things and memorabilia?
I'm not. I don't think material is not a number one priority for me, and it never was. You know what I mean? It's the experiences and who we coming to be is more important to me than that. But at the same time, I'm not taking it lightly. Some people love their jewelry and some, what they accomplish. But as I said, for me, the memories that I had with the guys was something that I cannot put my name on it.
How often would you wear that ring in a year, if at all?
I had it on twice because ring does. I've got small hands, so it doesn't look good on me. And
it's so interesting, right? Because I've heard that story a lot as well. Like, these rings, they're so big that you, generally speaking, won't wear them a lot. Now I'm looking at the auction right now, so it's Classic Auctions, right? If people want to find it, classicauctions.net is the website, and it's right now standing at $26,892 US. When the decision was made to put it up, were there expectations here? Did you know how much it would go for? There's still how many days are left? 7. We are a week. We've got one more week left in the bidding. Did you have any idea how much it would go for?
I had no idea, but I was fortunate enough to meet Marc Giton, through his reputation. People told me that's the place I should go through.
He's from Classic Auctions.
Classic Auction, yeah, and he also donates his proceeds towards to that, so it's extra 20% on whatever you're seeing there. So we are extremely happy, and it's wonderful. It gives you hope when you see that people actually do bid on this, and I think they understand the whole situation. So it's wonderful.
Who do you hope buys this ring, gets the winning bid? Is there someone that is there a place that you'd like it to go? Where do you hope this ring ends up?
I never thought about it, but it's whoever will purchase it, I think is going to have a pleasant surprise because it's not the last thing that he will do. He will receive, and I don't want to overpromise, but there's going to be someone who actually probably most likely will understand. Maybe he lists the memorabilia, but I think he also understands where the money is going. So,
what's your favorite thing about this ring?
I think the journey, the learning experiences, because I was only 19 years old. So I really realized that year that was when you start as an 18-year-old in NHL, you learn a lot on a daily basis. Yeah. So I learned a lot of things during the run. After that, and just the camaraderie and the friendships that you establish with those guys.
I can't imagine. 18 years old to start a career in the National Hockey League. And Peter, you had such a successful one. I want to thank you for coming in this morning. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me, and have a great day.
Petr Svoboda, former Montreal Canadiens player, Stanley Cup champion, and his ring, and it is glorious. This is a beautiful ring. If you go to the classicauctions.net website, you can find it there, and maybe you want to be the lucky one to place that winning bid. Peter, let me read you one text message just coming in here from a listener. Hi, Peter. I sold you your first car when you first came to Montreal. What kind of car was it? I want to see if this guy's telling the truth. Do you remember your first car in Montreal?
I think it was the family suggested for me BMW 318, I think.
This guy says he sold you a BMW. That's what his text message says. Right. Congrats on your donation. Awesome. Peter, take care.
I'm Dylan Playfair.
And I'm Tyler Smith.
We're putting loneliness in the penalty box by talking to some of our favorite athletes about the importance of friendship.
This is Bromance.
Bromance is brought to you by Charm Diamond Centers, proudly Canadian-owned and operated. Charm has been part of your love stories and bromances for over 50 years.
And you can find Bromance on the iHeartRadio network or wherever you get your podcasts.